Samuel L. Jackson won't be replaced by AI after he dies. New robots are capable of precise and refined movements, and honestly, there's so much exciting AI news today that I couldn't just pick one for the traditional 3-point opening. You're watching the AI Report, the fastest, most relevant AI news delivered straight to your brain every day, no days off, no weekends, no exceptions. Let's get into it. The United States and India have been strategic partners on many issues for a very long time, and that will be the case for AI as well. Indian Prime Minister Modi officially visited the US for the first time, met with Joe Biden, and they discussed cooperation on military, defense, technology, chips, and of course, AI. I think India will be the next big thing. Their economic development is off the hook. They have a strong culture of entrepreneurship and enthusiasm about technology. I think they will adopt AI very quickly and effectively. We may even see a few big AI startups from India. The US will likely remain the leader in the AI race for a long time, however. Speaking of the US, this article on the nationalinterest.org makes a strong argument that the US can't afford to be heavy-handed in regulating AI, which is what will be the likely approach of the EU. The reason for that is, of course, China. In some aspects, China is already ahead in the AI race, especially when it comes to facial recognition, and it would be detrimental to the US economy if China gets an edge in AI and related technologies. Yeah, I feel like I talk about this thing in every episode of the AI Report. Regulating AI is necessary, but over-regulating it might put a stranglehold on innovation. Plus, the technology and its uses are so complex, and they evolve so quickly that the entire thing is pretty much one giant mess. While we're on the subject of regulation, the European Union's AI Act may be a touch too tough. The Act has 12 key requirements for generative AI and a total of 48 points, and all of the leading 10 models fell short. ChatGPT scored 25 out of 48, while most models scored about 50% of the total possible 48 points. The requirements include transparency, resource utilization disclosure, documentation, risk mitigation, etc. We will see how the situation develops. Probably the top models will either have to adjust, or maybe they will even just give up on Europe entirely. The EU loosening up the regulatory requirements doesn't seem like an option now. Google launches the Anti Money Laundering AI service. AI and machine learning have been used for sniffing out money laundering before, but Google's new service seems to be a lot better. Yeah, that makes sense. Scientists from the Netherlands used ChatGPT to design a working robotic tomato harvester. If you're a human being, chances are you've touched a tomato so far, and you know that those things are pretty delicate. If the robots can handle the refined and precise movements required to pick tomatoes, then we will probably have actual robots walking around and doing things in the real world like in an actual sci-fi movie. Pretty crazy. A breakthrough AI algorithm can determine male fertility better. Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about male fertility rates taking a nosedive recently, so if you're testing yourself for infertility, now you can get the bad news faster. By the way, on a related note, scientists still can't determine if male infertility is caused by environmental factors, or if there's something else at play, but one thing is for sure, it is part of a bigger problem, which is the dropping testosterone levels in males. So, if you're a guy and you didn't have an older brother to tell you this, hit the gym. Go do some hard stuff. Compete, win, stop whining. Honestly, I feel that's what our generations of men are missing these days. Okay, sorry for the side note there. I just think that's important. Let's get back to AI news. Adobe previews Project Gingerbread, a new AI image generator tool. Gingerbread is still a work in progress, but it will let you do 3D modeling easier just with text prompting. Interesting. Next, YouTube, which honestly is my favorite platform in the world, may become even better thanks to AI. So, they are testing an AI-powered dubbing tool that will translate and lip-sync creators' videos. That might be cool. I can even bother people about AI in Spanish and Mandarin as well. Amazon finally decides to join the AI race. They are investing $100 million in a center to help companies make better use of generative AI. Come on, Amazon. 100 million? You're not even trying. You make like $500 billion in revenue. Trillion. And you're not even gonna throw $1 billion on AI? Amazon seems kinda chill about the whole AI race that's consuming the world. AWS CEO Adam Selipsky says you're 3 steps in and it's a 10K race. I don't know. That's not how exponential growth and network effects work exactly. AI may be advancing faster than pretty much any technology we've ever seen. I think waiting is not a good strategy. Harvard, or as they say in Good Will Hunting, Harvard, will get a chatbot teacher for computer science. This is my favorite news today. So, these spoiled little trust fund babies will pay $80K a year to have the same learning experience as a dirt poor kid from a third world country. I love AI, man. I love it. While we're on the subject of talking ridiculous rich people stuff, let's continue with tennis. Wimbledon will offer viewers the option to see AI-generated commentary and analysis. Like tennis wasn't boring enough already. And finally, one of the most entertaining, most charismatic actors ever, Samuel L. Jackson, refuses to be replaced by AI in movies after he dies. First of all, Samuel, don't worry about dying. You will always live on in my heart. In fact, he has insisted on clauses like this even before AI became a big thing. AI or not, you simply gotta love Samuel L. Jackson. He's one cool guy. And that's the way it is. Hey, did you know that I do this whole thing by myself? Every morning, I wake up at 6 a.m., scour the internet for cool AI news, bang my head against the keyboard trying to come up with lame jokes, shoot the videos while making tons of embarrassing mistakes after he dies. And then spend hours of soul-sucking video editing just so that I can get you to learn and to pay attention to AI and stay relevant and prepare for the upcoming AI uprisings? Come on, that deserves a like and a subscribe. That was the AI Report. I will see you tomorrow, even though it's Saturday.